we started taking the truck apart. I'm gonna stand here and talk to Nate about this whole package. So Nate, he's from Factory 5 Racing, in case you couldn't see the logo on his shirt. So Nate, let's talk a little bit, what are we saving off this truck?
So basically, you take the cab and all the running gear off the truck. We take that and we put it on our chassis. There's a few things we have to modify, a few things that we add, but obviously we give our own suspension, A-arms and uppers and lowers. But we take the brakes, the spindles, the full drivetrain, and the cab. So if you want a really nice truck, you get a Lariat or a Limited. If you want to just get in and just have a fun truck, cheap, just get yourself an XL or an XLT work truck.
Yeah, because I was looking online last night. You can get one of these trucks for like 15 grand.
Oh, yeah, the sky's the limit, too. You can have this one. This one we went with a really nice interior. This is more of a show truck, and it's going to be given away to a charity. So we went with a nicer truck, but we have one back there. We have a 2015 back in Massachusetts. That's just cloth interior.
Super cheap.
Super cheap, super fun.
So we're going to keep the cab. We're not going to strip the cab. We leave everything inside.
Leave the cab just the way it is, pick it up, and pop it onto our chassis.
And you have a super secret way to do this without a lift, right?
I do. A lot of people said, how are we going to do this in our own backyard or garage? Well, we're going to show you here. We would love to use the lift, hell of a lot easier, but this time we'll do it the way we know how to do it without the lift, so we'll show everybody how it's done.
Problem solved. All right, well, as soon as I get the front end done, we can roll the frame out, right?
Correct. Almost
easy.
there.
It's so easy. All right, let's go back to work.
Clear this engine hoist.
My turn? Yeah, okay here. Bring her all the way out. Let's bring her all the way out now. Here we go. So this is what makes the truck really cool, right?
Right. This is what separates it from all the other trucks on the road.
So this is not like we obviously took the old frame out from underneath the cab and we're replacing it with all of this. Let's talk through this. What are we sitting in?
So basically this chassis, you roll the old one out, we're gonna slide this one under the cab, set it down on here. And what this is doing is it's designed to take all the long travel suspension. So instead of like doing it one end at a time, back halving the truck, that kind of thing, you just replace the chassis, then the four-link bolts back in the rear, all those long control arms and everything bolts up in the front, the long travel shocks bolts up. So basically it's making the entire truck a bolt together.
And this is not, like there's no fab in this, right? Like stock body mounts go in the stock, these holes and everything. So no one's gonna have to like weld anything. This is just bolt together. Right?
Exactly. This is designed to bolt all of either the factory stuff in place or the suspension parts that we provide.
And front diffs going back in.
Front diff.
Engine transmission, cab,
Right. Yep.
everything. And then we're reusing the rear end.
Yep, drive shafts we reuse. We give longer CVs in the front because of the extra width and some steering rack extenders. But pretty much all the rest of the stuff is just OEM driveline.
Now, some people would question why it's made out of this square material, but it's the reality is, most factory frames are not round, they're square. But this is all trussed and bridged and super strong, right?
Right, you know, because it's a truck and you have this long area that's flat, that's where you need all the strength and that bending strength under the chassis, and that's where these big rectangle tubes are strong.
Because people might not know this, but Raptors actually bend in half on the regular basis.
Right, that's why we have all this extra truss and all this extra bracing down here.
Yeah, so this is like almost like two frames. I have an upper frame and then the lower frame, and it's all trussed in, and then even the back. And we're not reusing the bed, right? It's all new.
Correct. Well, basically that whole substructure will get skinned, and then that's the bed, and then the fenders just hang on that.
Electric power steering. So now we're on to the point of the rear suspension, but we're reusing the rear axle out of the donor truck.
Yes.
And there's a couple different versions of this axle, right?
Yep. 8.8. This is a Super 8.8, and they also have a 9.75.
And you have a bracket kit for both of those.
Both of those.
But we're not leaving this truck leaf sprung.
No.
So what are we doing to the back of this?
It's going to be a triangulated four-link.
So triangulated four-link with trailing arms, right?
Trailing arms.
I like that. I'm a big fan of trailing arms. All right, so triangulated, but we don't have to weld anything onto this axle because you have a whole brackety kit thing, right?
Brackety kit. It all bolts together.
So how does this going to bolt together?
The axle brace bolts through the diff cover, bolts onto the spring pads, and then we have another bracket that clamps to the bottom of the axle, and actually our rear lower control arms bolt through the bracket that clamps onto the bottom of the
So
axle.
it's basically all hooked up together when it's all said
Yes.
and done, and no welding required. But we do have to cut off these.
You do have to cut off the
shock
shock mounts.
Okay, so, and then once we get to that point, we can just sling it underneath the truck.
Yes.
All right, so I'll cut those mounts off.
Okay.
You get that stuff ready, and then we'll do all those things.
All right. Sounds good.
So we started the show off today by driving this truck around the neighborhood, and now it's sitting on this Factory 5 Racing XTF chassis. That's a lot of work in a short period of time, Nate.
It is, but we got a good crew here.
All the Factory 5 build crew montage guys did all the work. I just hung out on my stool and watched. It was kind of fun. So this truck, obviously we're not done. We're still got to put the drivetrain and everything back in it. But this truck is for something kind of special, isn't it?
It is. We actually have been working with Joey Logano for a couple of years. We've done some fun projects with him. We built this nasty drift truck with him, one of our other car models. And then we've just kept in touch, and we decided that we wanted to donate this truck to the Joey Logano Foundation. So it goes to like underprivileged kids. That's why we're going to do some fun stuff with it. You don't need a supercharger for the truck, but we decided to throw an Edelbrock on it. You know, if you're going to give something to Joey Logano, you probably got to...
He likes the horsepower.
I would say so, yeah. I think you're not going to be impressed with the stock Coyote, even though it's plenty of engine for the truck.